He does some DM. He will do some art. This is Dm2Art. Welcome back, y'all. The three of you. All right. Well, that's just fine, Pan. I have done some work on Fulcrum's embroidered tattoos, but that is not the focus of today's whole shindig, shaplazzle, escapade, shenaniganry. Because this is super tedious. I have framed out the full tattoo of what goes where, trying to pay attention to the idea of percentages I discussed. And I'm still not 100% on what I want to do with some of them because we have some established canon that we have to stick to from a story standpoint. So I feel it's a little green and orange heavy, so I'm going to pull back on it and probably drop some more black down here. So the black is ever present along with the silver. But in general, I'm happy with how the gold and the silver look. The green and the orange, the more I look at real embroidery, I feel like the value range is too wide. It goes too dark and too bright. And when you look at real embroidery, they do catch shadow, but really only if the thread's really like metallic looking. So what I'm going to do today is focus on getting boots done, getting belts mixed in, wherever straps occur, getting strappies all set, and generally starting to apply value to stuff. I imagine if things progress and this goes well, then by next time, theoretically, I'm working on this with y'all, I'll be already working on Fulcrum skin. Actual skin. Oh, boots. Boots. No. All right. So we got to go grab leather and belts for the strappies. We got 2 straps for the shield, belt here underneath the torn shirt, strappies on the side of the breastplate. These metal buckles can't remain this dead color. I'm gonna at least alter them slightly so they don't blend in and seem like an extension of the same breastplate. We're actually going to go in and color this in here because canonically, from his backstory, this breastplate was the very first breastplate he's gotten. I don't believe Fulcrum's ever had a full armor upgrade. And so it was stolen from an organization that already exists in the world. So the cool thing is I get to put their symbol on the chest. There are some fun notes of that in Morgaine's armor as well, like some other organization stuff that he is wearing, that he has scavenged or purchased along the years. So let's look around for what assets I have that I can mod, because I have boots in here. I don't think I ever actually used this one, so we'll see how that guy looks. I hate this for him. I don't like this. Maybe we can make this work. Nope, we can't. Nope, I hate it. So, time to go boot shopping. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday that feels like every other day. Everything is the same all the time. I'm going to put leather boots so I actually get leather. I'm going to put old leather boots too so they look a little beat up. Hard thing with this is, believe it or not, it's a pretty common thing to look for. So because it's a common thing to look for, we are running into a lot of stock photo websites, all of which all of these that are stock photos, we would owe monies to if we stole from. So I need to be cautious who I am thieving from today. Oh, see, that looks good. See, you know when the picture's good, you can't trust it. See, pxhere.com, free images. So that means it belongs to some sort of stock photo website. For those of you unfamiliar with how stock photo websites work, the whole premise is photographers, just shoot whatever they want. It could be anything. It could be rocks. It can be eggs. It can be a bunch of leaves. It can be wallpaper. And provided they're high res, then they can sell them to stock photo sites with the idea that digital people like me need everything, so we don't have to go outside to shoot anything on our own. Oh, should have shopped beforehand. This isn't bad. Nope. Deposit photos. That's stock photo websites. We gotta leave them alone. First person in here is my wife. What's up, wife? I love you. Maybe if I search large category, that'll separate the fodder. Nope. What's Turbo Squid? These look fake. These look like assets inside of a video game. I don't trust them. My gut says fake. I trust my gut. Oh, Fulcrum. Why do your shoes have to be difficult? And then I turned into his whole channel and he was just scrolling through pictures of shoes and I'm like, why? Ooh, that's interesting. Can't use the angle. But maybe something in here can be used. About these guys. These are not bad. I'm going to try and use these. I'm going to try and piecemeal together and use these if I can. Oh, I don't like the resolution. 655 by 665 is it's a medium resolution. It's not small, but we need as big as is possible. So that's going to be my fallback if I can't find better. This is riveting content here today, kids. Okay. Yeah. Old leather boots model from Turbo Squid. I was right. Yay for me. How about these? It's another kind of cowboy boot, but I might be able to work with it. Oh, I can work with this. Can I steal it? No! Go away. Go away, ad. Oh, I can't. Oh, that's evil. Okay. Alright. Let's put old leather and see what I get. Well, this is good. I'm getting textures, but I'm getting flat textures. I don't need flat textures. I could... This is not bad, except they're facing the camera directly. See, That's the downside of doing my whole technique. My technique is faster, except at this stage, because you have to go headhunt whatever you need. It's like a scavenger hunt. I already know I've got some belts sitting in there that I can use, but I don't love any of the boots I have for it. So here we search for leather in the boring leather search. All right, I'm bailing on the boots. This is taking too long. You all paid for a better show. Who am I kidding? You guys aren't paying. So, here we go. Grab a belt, and I can at least make some progress. Progress is better than nothing. Where's my belt at? No, I didn't save the belts. No. Well, I know Balrin's sources has belts, because I used a lot on Balrin. So we're going to open up Balrin and just steal his belts. Let's see. Sources. Come on. Did I not save it there either? Oh, I'm an idiot. Hat source, coat, sash, belt source. Yes. We'll be using the same belt. Belt source. Good job, me. Drag it on over. Drop it in. Nice and huge. No, we're not going to save any changes. Balrin's done. We don't need to save any changes. So belt source is going to go under here. Into sources. Now I'm going to clone it. Twice. I'm going to use chunks of these. I'm going to zoom in here. Watching me resize a belt. Hey, it's Pika. Pika with bits. Hey, thanks, Pika. You're too kind. You don't gotta give me bits. I'm just doing my thing. What's up? You've missed some riveting content of me looking for boots and giving up. So, riveting. So, there's that belt. Oh, no, don't move. There's that belt. Nope, not doing that. That'd be a dumb move. Don't be dumb, Levi. Let's not be dumb today. Still on the belt source, copy. Grabbing another piece of the same belt, just so... Oh, it's something we never do. Levi cut. And that actually removes it from the original. So instead of cloning, I'm removing. So... No, you don't gotta be sorry. You don't gotta be sorry. We're all supportive here. No one needs to be sorry. So scooching that in just a little bit. And then I got this guy up here. I gotta delete this chunk over here, because it is not helpful. There goes the end of that belt. Oh, you're very generous. Your generosity is appreciated in the land. Speaking of points and stuff, I gotta click on my cams to make sure I earns them. I'm sitting on a stupid bank of cams right now. I don't really know what to do with all of them. Except, I guess, redeem a lot of wisdom check questions. Like, a lot. Gotta bend this guy. Gotta bend him. Gotta airbend him just so slightly. Because he bent. Oh, I bent him too much. He's too bent now. He's too bent. He's too bent. Ha ha! Look at that. Funny voice. Well, to be official, I don't actually do a Skeezer impression that well, but I will, I can call Dibbin in here if that'll work for you, Air. Is that an acceptable substitute? Because Dibbin's about as close to Skeezer as I can get. Okay, alright, hold on. Hey, are you busy?
What?
Are you busy?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on, so...
do you mind doing the art today?
Oh, okay.
Alright, guys, I'll see you later.
Okay. There's a lot of buttons in here. Okay. Welcome to Dm2Art. I am Dibbin. I'd like to tell you I know a lot about what's going on here, but I recently come across a bit of a conundrum, and I don't really know where I am or what's going on. So it's kind of awful and terrifying right now. But thanks for watching the show. Being along for the ride, I suppose. So I guess we're working on belts today, which is great. Gonna get these straps in here. I think I'm not gonna give up on those boots. I think I'm gonna go back and maybe take the pre-existing boots, the ones we already have assets for, and I'm gonna go in and see if I can get those to work. Just give them another go, Maybe not give up so soon, huh? Not that Levi would give up. Levi's he's very diligent. Very, very supportive. He lets me come on a show like this and lets me draw. I appreciate that. Can't say the same for everybody on that boat. Because they abducted me from my hometown, took me here, I think it's called a Shanghai, and put me on the boat, and here I am, and now they're telling me I gotta make tea for him, and I don't want to do that, so I don't know what the deal is, but I got this other guy, and he looks like me, and he says that we're brothers, and I don't remember having a brother, so this is all a lot to take in. Oh, Falora, help me. Okay, so, okay, gonna, yeah. Oh, Pika, good lords. Oh, the gods in the sky, the two sisters, thank you. So... yeah, it's me. Doing the best I can. Thanks for the bits, Pika. I really appreciate your support of the team. So I'm going in here, and I'm gonna get this belt all worked out. We are setting up paths again, because paths is how we make sure if we have to work on something, we only have to select it the once, because then once we have the path set, we can come back to it whenever we want. No, different sisters. Hey, Pika, I'd offer you tea, because I at least know who you are. I'm on this boat with all these strangers, and it is upsetting. I don't really know what you're talking about, but okay. Everybody seems very sad about that right now, that there was a Duz up. I guess he's also one of my multiple brothers that I for sure have, even though that sounds like human lies. But you do what you can, I suppose. No, I just kind of wish I'd know what the hell was going on around here. So that'd be great. So I'm going to set up every strap on its own layer. No, on the same path. So I'm going to go ahead and add the shield straps too. Yeah, everybody seems to keep saying that, Plague, but sure. Rest in peace, him. Yeah, that. Hmm. Hmm. So, let me see. I need a cup of tea. Ooh. I got some nice scones going on the iron stove. Oh, darling, yes, a lot about the does guy, 'cause I guess he does a lot. Is that like a thing? No, I don't want to, poop on his memory or anything, but oh, this is awkward. So, yeah, I got this other brother. His name's Tonko, and he keeps talking about Duz. So I'm guessing he says Duz was his big brother, and that Duz apparently like took care of him and showed him what to do and what not to do and all kinds of wacky stuff. So I'm definitely feeling some sort of weird. I'm getting pulled into something like some sort of displaced sense of responsibility. Hold on. He's coming. Oh, hey. No. Just doing some art.
Like, wow.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah.
All right. Here comes my
I'm your brother.
here comes my brother, Tonko. All right. Pleasure, everybody. See you later.
Taco! Okay. Yeah, he's trying. He's having a strange transition. Wow. Ouch, Plague. That's just rude. You weren't there on the beachhead. You weren't there when the stuff came out of the ocean. It was just me and Duz and some sticks. And it was crazy. Hey, Pika. So, I've been reading this book, and I just want to say I've been watching the chat, and you guys are so nice to consider everything you're saying about my brother Duz. He was the best. He got me up out of the dirt on my feet and safe. The two of us been on the run since. I don't blame Skeezer. He's just trying to do what's best for all of us. He didn't know. Skeezer's a good guy. I just miss Duz. Yeah. Well, he was really cautious, so, it's kind of in his nature to be like, I don't know what that is, we're going in the opposite direction. And you know what? To be fair to Duz, worked every time, up until the end. So, is what it is. Something weird coming. I would, if I didn't understand what it was, and it was coming around a corner, I was getting ready to tonko it. I'd be like, I'm gonna go tonko, and then hit it with rocks, and Duz would always say, nope, get back, hide under that log, and I'd be like, tonko, and that's my old language for hide, what? And so there it is, That's the full breakdown, I suppose. So I've got this. I'm going to make a work path here. Make work path. Save this work path as straps and belts. There we go. Now we have a work path. So I'm gonna get this all going in one go so it can kind of be seamless. That'd be pretty nice. So that's gonna be the plan. I got my belt source again. These two giant belts. Same ones we use for Balrin, because a belt is a belt is a belt. They have to be there. If they're not there in the finished product, you'll notice. But if they are there, oddly enough, you kind of won't pay attention. There is a subtle art to these fine details, because details have to be there. The devil's in the details, so they say. Or all of the devils. I don't know how many devils there are. I know there's one on this boat, but he's okay. I've talked to him. He doesn't really talk to me very much, but he seems nice. So, gonna get this worked around. Gonna try and fit the belt. Let's see here. Dragging down this and that and this and that and this and that and boots and pants. Alright. Belt source is on the long layer, so gonna move it up here. These ones are not actually belt source, and for some reason are still called that because I was lazy. So I'm gonna call that armor strap. Armor strap. But one thing. Oh, thank you, Pika. One thing that worked out for me. I mean, I like to see the brighter side of stuff. And Bowron gave me back my name, which is pretty great. So earned that. Get to be Tonko again. Let's see, belt source. Just gonna call it belt. And the next set's gonna be called shield straps. Going to delete where I don't need to see it. I really hope that's good. And over here. That's great. Now I'm going to go on the belt layer and drop it to multiply. Oh, good. See, we can see it through the clothes. Now on the belt, I'm going to go to warp. And free transform warp, which is a pretty cool tool. Hashtag cool tools. Is what all the kids say. Got a little bit of edge in there. Nicely done. Now I'm going to grab the next belt source. Yeah, Balron's opinions are always nautically themed. So, that's important too. Layer by a copy. I got a belt chunk. Another belt chunk, because cloning is important. Gonna zoom in. Grab my... Nope. I don't want to do that. What is going on? It's layer 5. Gotta bring it to the front. In front of the shirt. And the other one in front of the shirt. They're dangerously good. Well, that's good, because it looked for a second there like a misspelling of gross. And I understand gross. But dangerously gross seems ominous. Ominous! I got spirit. Yes, I do. A cloning belt. Well, yeah, I was gonna have a comeback, Bowron, but you're right. You guys should listen to Bowron. He's always right. Level head on Bowron. That's there. Grab the next belt chunk. Oh, I am crock-potting a pork roast. No. Oh, sorry. I got corrected. Dibbin is making a pot roast. Pork roast. Pork. I don't know where we got the pig. I didn't ask. I haven't seen a pig on this side, but I don't ask questions. I follow orders. 'Cause some people around here don't know how to know their role and shut their mouth. If that happened a lot more, we would be a better team. I'm mostly talking about the 5 guys. They argue a lot. But that's the importance of a servant role. Everybody's like, why? Don't you have any self-respect? And I was like, I do. And I trust in my leadership. If you got an opinion, be a leader. Don't want to be the leader? Stuff your opinion. Okay, belt source, goodbye. Now, here comes the fun part. I grab the path, I hit make selection, and then, oh, nope, too much stuff here. Let's see, this is armor strap. Nope, shield strap. Shield strap. Shield strap. We're going to do the same effect multiple times because I want this all to merge down, flicker, good. Belt, move up, flicker, good. Armor strap, move up, flicker, good. All right, we're going to do this multiple times. Straps and belts. Make selection. Only gonna happen to the armor straps right now. Selection tool. Come on. Levi copy. Call this one armor strap. And make this one go away. Much better. Delete. And now belt straps. Make selection. Right click. Layer via copy. Make the belt go away. Belt. Why do you keep redundantly naming your layers? Because I don't trust myself. Anybody that sees my house would know I am messy, so I have to do things when I remember. Shield strap. Straps and belts. Make selection. Tonko makes a selection. Right click. Layer via copy. Shield strap. Delete. Now it's left in just the area we want it and nowhere else. Shield strap. We got one more viewer there and they left because they don't like my voice. Because they have no taste. Alright. So. There I have leather. But notice this little guy. He's a problem. That is on the pants layer. And clone stamp will help us there. Clone stamp. It copies something on the same layer. So when I start painting, I'll paint over here and it'll paint right there. I will set the pants selection up so I can't accidentally leave the pants area. That would be bad. I need to bring up the flow so it automatically appears. Repaired. Nice. Now I'm gonna go onto the shirt layer. Wait. No, I'm gonna do shirt selection. Because I have a theory that I've made a mistake over here, and that's actually dark because part of the pants is in it. But I'm gonna go to the pants layer, and I'm gonna erase. Oh, look at that. I'm good at what I know. Yeah, I thought that was oddly dark, so I didn't trust it. You do get lost inside your own design. Because, like I said, this is real-world illusionism. I'm crafting something fake to look real, so I get lost inside of my own drawing. What I like is we already have an illusion happening. If you look at the torso and hood, there's shadow wrapping around Fulcrum now, but nothing on his head. His head is flat blue. So because his head is flat blue, it seems too big. Well, just wait. When we get to skin and value, it'll seem to shrink and change as it becomes three-dimensional, and it'll then feel like it's the right size. It's the same reason that when people draw their nose, they don't want to draw it too big. But it isn't that big when you don't have value on it yet. Everybody's nose looks huge until you put value down. So if you just have like a line drawing, noses look huge. But if you put light and shadow on it, then they're about right. This is also a minor error. This is actually supposed to be skin tone right here. Right there. Now he's blue. Dabu dee, dabu die. Alright. So, I got strappies. Feel good about them. Don't like the colors. We're going to change the colors later. Let's tackle these boots. Let's just get over it. I will put straps from the same belts across these. These straps will be the same belts. But for now, I gotta see what boots I can use. Tunko! These are the old boots. I don't like those boots. I'm go shopping again, I suppose. Welcome back to Google. This is gonna suck. Let's try shoes instead. Maybe for some reason we'll run into less issues. Nope, they're all 123rf.com. That means we'll be stealing from a stock photo website. Ooh. Maybe this. Nope, out of focus. So unnecessarily hard. Hold on, I gotta go. Ah! Taco!
Hello. We are here because we've been summoned. Yes, we've been summoned. Summoned by somebody who wants to hear us speak. Yes, assuming this is what we still sound like, because at times Levi forgets. Yes, it's possible that we had Russian accents, but we no longer recall. And this does feel creepier, so we could be doing this instead. Yes, doing this instead. So we're looking for boots. Boots to put on the little blue plaything. He plays in games he doesn't understand. Doesn't understand at all. What about these? These are old. I like them. I want to take them. Then we will take them, sister. We will take them and make them our own. Open Lincoln new window. Interesting. They're for sale. They're not of the highest resolution. But we'll try and use them, unless they are garbage. Yes. Open image in new tab. Yes, let's look at them and how close we can get. This is very good. Very good indeed. So many little voices Levi has to remember. He's always convinced he's doing it wrong. Well, it's because he's just a human. He can't all be perfect now, can we? Not like us. Not like us, sister, no. I truly miss the little blue one. I hope he comes back soon. Yes, I want to know how warm he feels against my legs. I want to carve him and put him on my feet. That's a little much, don't you think? Possibly. You know, I don't need your judgment right now. Fine, just try and be professional. We're running a show here. Fine. You don't have to get all like that. Alright, I'll just take over for now then. So, we found another one I quite liked. If we go back. We can fake it. That is what's best. Light sources we do have to think about, because sometimes if they are too high and too bright, they are undeniable, and then it becomes a problem. This, for example, is perfect because it's in a room with diffused lighting, but I hate this particular texture, so I'm not using it. No, I wouldn't want that either. These, however, also have diffused lighting. Even though there's hot, bright points right here, it's something we might actually be able to use, but the problem is, pose is just as important as light source. Now, you can fake a light source to a degree, but it takes a nice, bland, middle level of values. If something's too bright and too dark, you fight it. If it's kind of diffused light, it's working. Yes, my sister makes a very good point. So, ooh, this is the oldest shoe ever discovered. I like it. Yes, I wonder whose skin it's made of. It tastes like pain. Yes, delicious pain. Sorry, caught up. You understand. Old habits. These are interesting. I don't want to bore you with just shots of leather boots, so we're going to try and move on very quickly, but this is always a gamble, because when you fall into a search like this, the search does feel like it could go on forever. However, this is stunning. I'm going to use these. As long as it lets me show off the boot. Open a new window and don't give me any guff. Yes, and I can take other angles. This is our paradise. I had not thought this possible. I can get exactly what I need. This works. Yes, this works. I'm going to take all of these and steal them for ourselves. Save image as. Boot 4. Goodbye. Boot 5. Goodbye. Boot 6. Goodbye. We have all of them, sister. Yes, exactly what we needed. Interesting how good things come to those who are patient. Exactly my thoughts, sister. Exactly my thoughts. So we shall open these new toys. New toys like the little blue one. It'll be so delicious when we break him. I do so love breaking them, sister. I know, you were making fun of me before, but professionalism, you said. Well, you were getting out of hand. Well, don't tell me you don't like breaking.
I do love breaking. I love it when they finally beg. I like it in the moment before, when their eyes go wide and they understand that there really isn't anyone coming for them. That's my favorite time. Yes, sister, yes. So right now we have a selection tool going, and we are going to grab only the boot, but we're going to do so by grabbing everything else but it. Because one of the conveniences of selection tools is after you have everything else except what you want. We have some little flaws up here we have to account for. Okay, yes. Where are you? Where are you, edges of boot? I will find you. I can smell your fear. I will encapsulate you within my quarantine, and you will not escape while I take you to another place. Now we have the entirety of the boot, but we actually have the background, sister. Yes, I was about to say we do have the background, sister. So we will select inverse. So now, like a light switch, not the background is selected, but the boot. And now we right-click layer via copy and drag it, no matter how much it doesn't want to be dragged, into Fulcrum. Oh, look how big it is. Large is good. Large means that the textures will remain a good resolution. Yes, sister, a good resolution indeed. You would think they're getting tired of this by now. I guess not. I guess it's wildly entertaining. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to select out this one negative space that simply was too stubborn. And I'm going to strap nails to its toes and slowly push down with a stone until it starts to bleed. I mean, use the lasso tool. And now I'm going to select inverse so only the boot is selected, and layer via copy. Drag it up here into Fulcrum and release. Yes. Yes. 2 boots. We have them. We have them. Now we must play with the size. I shall call them boot 1 and 2. And we have to place them in the source layer so we don't lose them, because that would be very foolish, and we don't want to do foolish things. That's what the mortals do. That's why they are so mortal. I don't miss free will. It was a fool's errand. Neither do I. Knowing your place is so much simpler. Hello, collecting bricks. Hello, collecting bricks. She's the one that told us we need to burn that they need to burn the house down with us in it. Did she hear? Well, it is a shame about the mistress's husband. A shame indeed. She shouldn't have entrusted so much to a mortal. Agreed, but it is not our place to judge. No, we would never judge. She still insists on burning. I like her. Maybe she should work with us. Maybe she should. So now we're attempting to get this to fit this shoe. This will require a decent amount of conversion because it's close, but not exactly what we need. So we're going to try a warp, but understand things are going to change drastically. It is very likely in this warping that we'll have to use a liquefy command at some point. So Oh, I got ahead of myself. I shouldn't do that. Yes, sister, you almost worked with originals. Why no? I should have cloned them. You can do anything you want to a clone, no one cares. Yes. So, now we have boot 2, which I've made slightly transparent. Yes, very invisible, sister. So now we have to size it down till it's what we need. I have the heel down here, and I'm going to try a perspective command to slide it down. Poison Ivy Pika, your tribute to the hells is appreciated. May the 7th Circle support you and your patronage. Yes, the 7th Circle would do well with her. So, we're going to attempt to make this work with a warp because I could liquefy all those rivets, but I don't want to. See, if I go in and I liquefy the rivets themselves, they will become more like ovals, and then we will lose some of the beauty, and the perspective will be abundantly clear that it is fake. And we don't want fake. We want real. This is going to be very tricky right here, because we're warping in the side to make it look somewhat collapsed. This is going to be somewhat surgical today. There has not been discussion of an ASMR program on the show, but you never know. If there's a sudden outcry for ASMR, watch Jeff be the first person to step up and pick up the flag. And as you all know, with that voice, people would listen to anything he says. Let's collapse in this boot point. Maybe I can collapse it in this way. Bring it down so it's all leather and then do a color transition. It's not ideal, but I can make it work. I love the rivets though. I want to keep them, but where would they all go? Where would they go? Probably back to the blue one and his sad little group. So lost. Little puppies. We'll have to help them with their little ship eventually. Yes, when the mistress is done with her current project. Of course, we mustn't upset the project. This is difficult. Let's bring up the opacity, drop down to a multiply, and see if we like what we're looking at. Interesting. Very nice. The rivets look lovely. I think I shall keep them, but I have to collapse them on this side. Need to bow it out on top. Oh, much nicer. Yes, yes, yes. Must collapse this in more. And slide this over. I'm trying to get the rivets to foreshorten along the side. And yet up. I'm going to run with this. Damn the odds, I'll let it play. Sometimes one must take risks in this profession, or one does not advance. Or two. Two would need to advance as well, sister. Yes, of course. Two. Always. So that will go there. Let's try the other boot copy. Now, why wouldn't you do multiply at the beginning? Well, thank you, Poison Ivy Pika. It's very kind of you to give us bits. Yes, very kind indeed. The reason we don't do multiply right away is because we like the effect of seeing the multiply when the task is completed. Not before. We must go. Yes, we must. God. It stinks down here. Okay, they're gone. That was awful. I got all these chains hanging from my ceiling now. You guys do not want to look in here. It is awful. There's face bits hanging on these chains. Like bits of faces. Jesus. It's awful. There's also a box sitting here on the desk that I've never seen before in my life. I mean, it's pretty cool looking. It looks like a puzzle box, but I guess I'll deal with that later. So, I am now warping up the rivets so they will sit above that area. Oh man, that's tough. I'm going to have to liquefy that. That's not going to curve the way I want it to. Maybe I can get it to curve way out this way. Hold on. If I can put a little curve into it that way and then pull it back. Nope. No matter what, that looks stupid. So escape. And let's see here. Yeah, the funny voices is actually quite enjoyable until it gets to something that's like just hard to do. So far, I haven't hit a hard to do yet, but Bricks is here. It's like a party. We missed you, Bricks. Your absence has been missed. I see part of the problem. I need to go a little bit higher up the knee, vertically. That does it. See? Okay, now the top of the other boot matches the top of this boot. That'll work. That'll work. It's all perspective, kids. It's all perspective. Okay. Perspective is a bitch. That's what, like, when they teach 1 point perspective, that's what each lesson should be called. Welcome to perspective, kids. It's a real bitch. Never gets easier. No, 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 no. Okay, I have to cover. This is a mess. I promise it'll look good in the end, but it is just a mess right now. Since the glory hole. Wow. Well, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. All right. This Warpadoo nonsense, I'm going to leave because in order to get these rivets to still appear in this area, I'm going to have to do some chicanery with liquefy. There's just no other way around it. So, oh, my glory hole went off with a bang. Here's the best part is there is a mountain, like the majority of quotes on the Discord that you guys can like punch up on the list the air keeps pulling. The majority of the quotes
came from the night that we did my base for 7 Days to Die, because I designed the base to have a head on it. I don't know if you saw that, Bricks. I gutted a house on 7 days, and then I like Minecraft built a skull face on it, and then the skull face I built in the front lawn out of more blocks, a giant middle finger, like a fist giving the middle finger. Yeah, see, that's it right there. The first quote that was pulled came from Flame and Glory Hole. That was from that same one. Yeah. So because of that, we drilled through the back end and gave my house, since it had a face, we gave it an ass. And oh man, yeah. Oh my God. On the butt area before I fell asleep. It actually worked out really, really well. They filtered right in through the mouth. Then they came up the stairs, and we ended up holding them off at the stairs for the majority of it. None of them came through the butt. None of them came through the butt. They all came through my mouth. And I understand how bad all that sounds, and I don't care. Entertainment. So I'm going to commit to this transform, which looks absolutely ludicrous. Good. It resolved itself very well. Now I got to go through liquefy because it looks super stupid. So here's my warpoed boot. Now I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So I want only the illustration layer, as long as I can find it. Illustration. Sweet. And I want it behind. And I want my opacity to be... Yes! So, here we go. This is forward warp. Forward warp treats the whole thing like silly putty. Oh, yeah. And it was a lot of them, Bricks. A lot. And then they went right through my mouth upstairs. Now I'm going to move some of the textures up because I don't want this to warp too much. It's already warped a lot. So I'm trying to pull the warp out because I don't want to deform the leather. I want to kind of maintain the integrity of the leather textures, but I don't care about the sole of the shoe because we're ejecting that. So... I'm not fucking around. I'm not. Dig is not. Dig Bungle is not fucking around, people. Oh, I have so much fun in that game. I just love getting to play. He did kill me. That was Glory Hole. Glory Hole's when Tim killed me. Sweet. Now, here's the boot. I've done all this weird warping on. You're like, that's never going to work. But remember, all we need is the physical space where it covers the shoe. So now when I switch to multiply, you get to see the magic happen. Boom. Now you can see through the chicanery to the boot, and it looks pretty good. So I'm going to merge down the boots. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to convert them both to normal, just so all my settings are clean. Because when you do a merge... if you have settings on if you have layers on different settings, like let's say one layer is at 30% opacity and one's at 100% opacity and you merge them, the opacities stay fixed to what you had them to. So you got to be careful before you merge. You don't do permanent changes. I see a flaw. This should be over here. So we're going to liquefy again, just real quick so I can fix that right now because that's going to drive me crazy pants. Is it not gonna do it? This happens. Okay. No. Get out of here, Boots. You know what? Say what you want for crazy leather chain hook devil chicks. They know how to find really cool boots online for me to use for textures. Credit where credit is due. Okay. Yes, good. It worked. Okay. Sometimes liquefy gets... Did it do it? No, it did it. God damn it. Okay. Liquefy gets weird like this. See how it altered the boot? I gotta leave this. Cancel. Did it warp it again? Cancel. Okay. Sometimes liquefy, when you go through it, will remember what you just did. And when you hit liquefy again to the same layer, it'll just do the exact same effect on it again. Like all the steps you took. So I have to do this silliness where I convert this to a smart object because, and since it's in a smart object now, it'll give me a clean liquefy, and it'll actually jump into liquefy just a little bit faster. Oh, so you look at that. Now you don't have any problems with me, dummy. Liquefy, why you giving me grief? Now I'm going to move this over here. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to cover the toe. Hit OK. Boom. Beautiful. Now I got to trace boots. Now I have to rasterize my layer. Boom. Rasterizing. A rasterized anything in Photoshop or Illustrator or any graphic engine. Rasterizing is a label applied to an image made of pixels, specifically pixels. So my TT2KB presents Dm2Art stuff that's on the bottom of the screen is actually pixeled art. It didn't start that way. It started off as vectored art because I made that in Illustrator, and Illustrator works in vectors. And vectors is literally XY axis math because you make a square, you make a circle, and a math engine makes it and tells it to fill with color. And it works all with points and paths, and it's all that stuff. And it does a fill-in effect. It's almost like if you built a coloring book, not by drawing out the lines, but by building each shape that makes each part of the image, which I know is an abstract concept to say. But who knows? Maybe I'll do an Illustrator episode someday. But Illustrator has very specific applications, so it's not something I go into often because most people get frustrated with it. Whereas everybody can see the universal appeal of Photoshop for the most part. So I'm going to try something here because we are at an extremity with the boots. So I might be able to cheat it a little bit, which is kind of nice, and not have to do as much tracing work. So let's go gadget magic wand and see if it'll do its job for me today. Clicky. Sweet. So as you can see, I clicked the outside of the entire illustration and it's now floating outside the boot, which is pretty great. So now all I got to do is, since I've clicked on the outside and the outside's the selection, not the boot, I have to add to the outside, and I'm going to float along this layer of the pants. And I'm going to grab all these little tears. Now, I'm not grabbing the pants because I'm going to work on them. I'm grabbing them because just like earlier when we did magic wand to grab the exterior of something and then flip it to grab the interior, we're about to do the same thing here. It's just trying to make things a little bit more efficiently because, no joke, you can do the same thing. Like, you can do the same job in Photoshop multiple ways. There is no one way to do the same job in Photoshop. There's just different ways. And I will always show you guys ways I think are the most efficient for time, because that's the biggest annoyance. Like, Photoshop can do anything, but like, how much time do you want to dedicate to that thing? The real time sink is animation. Oof. Like, Photoshop can do it, but oh man, we're talking like frame by frame. It is like old school frame by frame animation. Because they added a timeline function to the newest version of Photoshop's, and the timeline function allows you to move in the fourth dimension. Time. Ooh. So I can take things and move them and do funky stuff. So add this to the selection. No, I'm already adding. I need to remove that from the selection. Here's where things get, yeah, it was pretty good. All I did was walk in front of a turret just because Tim decided we're not friends. So there we go. So that is, keep in mind, it's everything but that's selected. So now I'm going to flip it, select inverse. Now it's only the boots and all the rest of Fulcrum escape that are selected. Now, just to be secure and safe and all that jazz, I'm going to delete this selection of Fulcrum. And should be only the boots that remain. Put on your boots. Your sexy boots. Okay, here's my boots. Do a final check around to make sure I like what's going on. Oh, hate that, but I'll Photoshop it. Hate that. Okay. Oh God. Oh God in heaven. Okay. We're okay. We're gonna. Is that good? Is it good though? Is it good though? Let's see. We're gonna run with it. I'm gonna do a grab of flicker. We'll do a clone and see if the clone looks good. And if the clone looks good, we'll move on from there. So, it's not great. And switch it to multiply. Okay. I like the rivets. Rivets look... Nope. Rivets look bad. Because if they arc up by here, they would have arced up by here. So, gotta go back in time. So, gotta go forward in time. No, I hit the wrong thing. No! No! Cancel. Okay, good. I'm going to make a path of this so I can't screw it up again. Let's make a work path. Love paths. Paths make my life simple and structured and reliable. Okay. Make selection, sure, and delete, sure. So, problem was over here, was the culprit. We have to arc up. That's going to be a liquefy issue again. So we got to go into liquefy again. So, you're not going to do it. I'm going to convert to a smart object again. Otherwise, you're going to give me lip. I don't need lip. So... Okay, this is our trouble zone. All I need to see is illustration, thank you, and I do want it behind, thank you. And I want to get a much smaller brush for my move frets. Too small. That's pretty good. And I'm going to move this curvature over. The trick is getting it to not look like it's warped to all hell, which is actually hard to do because it's in the nature of liquefy. It's a very, this tool can look super amateur hour if you don't really think about how it's thinking, which I know is a weird way to think about it, but you have to kind of learn how to speak Photoshop. You have to know what you're telling the machine, so you know what it's about to do. So you can kind of predict its outcome. So you can't just guess. You can't just fire off guesswork when you're working in Photoshop. You have to be very Sherlock Holmes. You'd be like, okay, why exactly did it just do what it just did? Because it is only doing what you're telling it to. That I like much better. Oh, that's a lot of gross white. I will clone stamp that, but at least I like the curvature better. So now I will set my selection, make selection. I'm still on the, I have to rasterize this layer, rasterize. And now I'm gonna layer via copy and now delete the boots. And now I'm gonna take boots copy can go away because I think I feel good about these unless I don't, which would be really stupid of me, but that's pretty typical. So, okay, I can work with that. Don't like that seam, so that seam's going to drive me crazy. So let's go with a clone stamp and let's clean this up. So let's set up a boots selection. And come in here and paint this out. I should really get music going in the background. I don't know if I can. Hey, maybe one of TT can like answer. Well, really, any of you streamers out there can answer this for me. Can I run like music? Literally music. Or will I get dinged for copyright? Just a curiosity. Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Gonna run. Ah, boo. All right. Well, I guess it's gotta be the songs I make with my mouth. Oh, ouch. Well, Cam would know. He's the resident musicologist. But, check it out, y'all. Balrin. Fulcrum. Fulcrum has all of his textures except for the sword. Dang. But that's a little bit further along. Sweet. That went relatively fast. All right. So gotta put new bootstraps down. Bootstraps. You know what? No. No. I'm gonna just alter them because I don't want to. B, if I bring in a new one, it's gonna look all flat, and these have such a shine and a polish. They're pretty great. So I'm gonna delete this texture here. So it seems like it's actually a different leather. I'm not gonna delete it as much as I'm gonna paint it over with itself because clone stamp is your friend. Trouble is, you got to be really careful because you are literally painting repetition. So you start to notice, patterns appear. So I like to jump around and I like to lower my flow so that when you lower the flow, it takes the patterns that you're repeating and it kind of lays them on top of what's already there. So it's a little less repetitive. See, now that strap looks like it's a separate piece of leather. It doesn't look like just continuous. And I'm going to do that with every cut. Like I want to go in here. I should set up the boots selection before I start accidentally painting outside the lines. I just feel like I should get some... Maybe it's just me, but I feel like this show should get some kind of music going on behind me, even if it's just quiet. I feel like it's a lot of silence on this show. I mean, I appreciate y'all for listening to me and all, but I feel like I should get something going on here. Much better. Oh, dude, you got enough going on. I'll just grab something royalty free. I mean, unless you want another project. I'm not going to make you do another project. So... Okay, that looks nice. I gotta paint this out right there in the middle. I'm just gonna go right over the belt buckle because we're gonna make that look like metal anyway. So I'm not too worried about painting through it. There's a line there. Why is that line there? That is a drawing line. Damn it, Levi. Okay. That is from the original illustration. That has got to go. Come here, little brush. I need a little brush. Get in there. What is going on? Why is that dark? What is going on? Okay. Oh, I'm a dumb. It went dark because I erased. What I shouldn't have done, I shouldn't have erased. I should have painted white. So I'm going to hit sample. I'm going to shut off sample. No, it went brown. Of course it went brown. Switch to white. And now I'm going to paint. And I'm painting white on the original drawing layer, which erases, from your perspective, the black line. Head melting. Head melting. There's other little glitches in here too. That is where that came from too. And I didn't like him. He ugly. And I don't like you two. You can go away. And I'm going to just delete you guys as is. Anyway, where's my belts? Boots. Boots! Hardness, thank you. Yuck. Why did that do that? Ah, yes. Original illustration. So... Yay. Nice clean toes. I'll leave the rest of the graininess. It doesn't upset me too much. Yeah, I like that better. Now we got to go in. And I might just paint the belt buckle so I don't have to pull metal. It's small enough. I can probably cheat it. It'll be fine. So let's do boot buckles. Nope. Go away. Boot buckles. He's going to make a layer just for the buckles on the boots. Yes, I am, because layers are my friends. So I am not going to make a whole work path for this because I'm hoping to knock this out once and never. See, I'm saying it. No. I'm going to make a work path because I'm not a dumb. Who knows? Maybe I'll decide I want to change the color. If I didn't have a work path, I'll have to do this again someday. And that would be dumb. And I don't want to be a dumb.
Nobody thinks you're dumb, Levi.
Thank you, Lindell. See, always supportive. He's a good dude. Love Lindell. He's always there. Always willing to lend a hand. Always taking Balrin's shit. With a wink and a smile. And occasionally a swear word, but Balrin probably deserves it. Happy Saturday that feels like a every other day, y'all. Okay, so let's paint some metal. I'm going to make this a... You know what? I should make it the same color as the rivets. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because if he stole these boots, it would be the color of the rivets. So that means I got to make a work path. I got so many paths, I got to make it bigger. Belt buckles. Sorry, shoe belt buckles. Shoe buckles. Sure. Yeah. I just want chill. I don't really want, I don't want classical. That'll make everybody fall asleep. I like classical, but I don't really want to listen to it while somebody talks. That's a recipe for a nap. Let's go to the palette layer. Palette layer is my jam. Now I'm going to paint a new palette down here. It'll be a palette just used for only the buckles on these belts. So, well, if you want a new project, Cam, I'm not going to say no. What I am interested in is music in the background. You can surprise me, really. I don't care. If it passes your standards of quality, it'll be far more than I actually need. So Cam is like his own worst critic, because that's how the curse works, people. If you want to be good at anything, you have to hate yourself and everything you make for the rest of your life. Welcome to art. My students are always really mean about their own stuff, and they listen to me mean about my stuff. I'm like, well, I'm good at art. And I'm like, well, of course you're good at art because you're good at art. I'm like, no. That's not how it works, kids. I tell them what you do is, see, I think optical illusions. Okay, I'm not going to grab those rivets. Those rivets I don't trust. They come out way too brown. See, why is that brown? There's no gold here. What is going on? So, what I was saying, my students will be like, but you're good. I'm like, well, no, I'm you. I'm future you. The only thing that separates me from my art students, and if you're an arter out there, Pika's an arter. She's one of us. Cam's a musicer. if you're an arter, the only thing that separates you from me, if you're younger than me, is time. That's it. Just time. And eventually, you'll be as good or better, if you're not already better, because I'm good at some things, but the funny thing is it's in the nature of art and the nature of being a maker to only see how much better you could be. You never appreciate where you're at. I think I personally call it like an afterglow. I evaluate the quality of what I've made by how long after I've made it that I don't hate it yet. So like if something lasts for like a month where I'm like, oh, you know what? That was good. I like that. I got no problems with it. But then in a month I start to hate it. Then that means that was a pretty good piece. But the inevitability of all my artwork is I will hate all of it. For sure. Because I start to see, well, I didn't spend enough time. I could have done more. I could have done this. Now, I have just grabbed this palette and I've made a layered via cut. So it's on its own layer now. And I'm going to alter my palette along the hue saturation layer. Now, why wouldn't you just pick colors yourself? Well, because these colors I actually sampled from off the rivets themselves. So I'm going to punch them up a little bit and I'm going to drag them. See, that's red. And that's yellow. Hold on. Let me see it all the way. Ah, okay. Okay. That's telling me a lot. Okay, I'm going to cancel that and I'm going to just punch it back up again so it resets itself so I don't mess it up too much. And instead of moving the hue slider, which will change where those colors sit on the color wheel, I'm just going to bump their saturation a little bit so they're a little bit more richer of a color. So they're kind of a copper. And I'll just run with that. So, shoe buckles. I'm going to merge that down. And for shoe buckles, I'm going to make a selection. Now, boot buckles layer. Now I'm going to grab the middle tone and dump color. And now I'm going to grab the highlight tone and I'll make sure that the boot buckles layer is on the multiply layer. Nope, I can't do that. I'm a dum-dum. Okay, first, I have to go to the boot layer. I'm going to vanish this, you can't see it. On the boot layer, we have the leather. We need to get the leather gone so that all that we see is the metal that I'm about to paint. So while I still have this selection up and I'm on the boot layer, I'm going to hit delete. Why did nothing happen? What's going on? What's all this then? Hold on. What is this madness? Flicker. Good. Make selection. Good. Boot layer. Delete. Okay. This is what happens. Photoshop betrays you and it lies to you sometimes. It just lied to me. I didn't appreciate it. Multiply. Nope. Boot buckle. Multiply. Boom. Okay. Now we have just nice, clean color. So I'm going to go in with a nice dark and I'm going to rim the edge. I think I hear Leela coming.
Daddy, I draw something on
You
my
draw?
iPad.
That is beautiful. She's a princess.
Yeah, I drew it.
And she's got it's Ariel? Oh, Leela, I love this.
Thank you, Dad.
I love her rainbow skirt. Is that her crown on the top?
No, that's a hat, and she's holding her crown.
Oh. That's pretty cool. My wife found a new app on the iPad that lays out the wooden drawing mannequin, but in just line work. So Leela can actually see human proportion to almost like fashion plates. If anybody remembers fashion plates, that was a toy that allowed you to like do crayon rubbings on top of drawings of girls. So you could like create an outfit on top of a static model of a girl. And so it's like a digital version of that, except it's not even a girl. It's a feminine, blank mannequin. It doesn't have a face. I was doing stuff. I was getting a brush and it was going to be dark. So I'm going to set low flow because flow should be low for subtle work like this. Punch up the shoe buckles, make selections so I can't accidentally paint outside of it. I'm just going to wing this. I don't really care about going outside the line here. I'm just going to paint. I'm not worried. This will be fine. Because I can always paint on top of it. Just a little bit right here. Can't see nothing. And now I'm going to brighten this up so I can get a highlight going. I can hear rain outside. Here comes the rain again. Hey, Cam, if I sing a song, does that also get pulled? I can't, right? Because that's like, unless I'm charging money. Haha, nice. Okay. I like how everybody, because of YouTube, has become a novice copyright lawyer. Ooh, no, you make that quesadilla. No one's judging you. Oh, man, I had glorious nachos yesterday that punished me this morning. It was awful. The buckles don't look great up close, but they look fine for now. I'm going to go in and like ding them and dent them. So, yeah, sorry about that error. My body's rejecting corn now, guys. Sucks. Can't have corn. Boo. Palette, you can go away. Those boots are not terrible. I like those boots for now. Now, mind you, let's zoom out and take a good look. Short of the sword, every texture is up for Fulcrum. Every single one. The only thing that's not there is all of the embroidery. Like I said, I'm doing a ton of that off camera because it's really not fun, folks. It's just like line, 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 line. It's just, it's like watching paint dry. So I want to stick to fun stuff while I'm on here. So, man, when you put the three-dimensionality on his feet suddenly look tiny. I really need to get to the skin tones so his head doesn't look so damn big all the time. Keep in mind, this is at the stage that we had Bowron at before I went in with Burn and Dodge and purposely lightened and darkened things selectively so they would seem correct to light and shadow. I haven't done that here. All the textures have the light from the original source. So I'm about to do that. Probably the next time we jump in, I'll have already done that. My big goal is before we get to the next show, I should have all the embroidery base coats done so you guys can watch me do embroidery specifics. And that'll be kind of fun because I'm not going to lie, I wasn't sure. I think I talked about this last time, but I wasn't sure I could do the embroidery. And I was talking about how art is like faith. You kind of have to have faith that you will be able to eventually figure out how to do stuff. And the embroidery was some definite like trial and error, but it does look, it's in a level where I'm okay with it. I'm starting to question the size of the threads. So I think I'll go in with some finer point work. What are we going to do now? That is the question. We got to build that sword. Let me see what I can find. I want to use something that doesn't look like metal. So, not really sure what to look for. I'm not going to get stuff I like, though. I just know it. It's going to be a long process. All these are too grainy. All the glass will be broken. Seeing the glass is not... that is interesting. No, I don't want it to look primitive. Trouble with the sword is I don't really know what I want. I just know it has to be a black sword. That's like a given. And it's got little emblems on it. I think I'm the only thing right now with TT2KB because we've... I don't know if you guys feel like we have a lot of content, but I know we do. I'm not saying we're hitting capacity, but we're pretty close. Clint is a warrior, and he's on almost all the things, and I know he's starting to get like run ragged with how late he is up every night, and he's still got a job and kids and a family. So trying not to do too much as one go, and burning out, because we want to go the distance. I want to go the distance. I want to see how big this can get. I think that'd be fun. I'm not sure it will get big, but bigger would be cool. Yeah, I think the next official thing is Monday. It's going to be Wisdom Check on Monday. But I'll probably need to do something. I'll probably do the next one of these on Tuesday before Cam, because I want to leave the weekend alone, and Monday is going to be an institute day for me, and I have meetings. I have e-learning meetings from 9 till 1:30. It's I mean, I don't leave my basement, but it's just kind of dumb. I'm not going to lie. I feel like we should look at like maybe gunmetal. I think Air even mentioned that when I was talking about the sword before. Yeah, Cams, that's where we thrive. There's a lot of us. Oh, guys, look at that cannon. Wait a minute. I take it all back. I love that cannon's texture. Cannon me, please. I'm gonna steal that cannon! I didn't even know I wanted it till I saw it. I don't know. I don't know where that cannon's from. It's from wherever that building in the background is. That's where it's from. Texture.com, I suppose I can... Hold on, let's see if it'll tell me. No, report issue. No, I don't think it'll tell me. License information? No. Well, the world will never know. So now I'm going to open up a cannon. I get to tell. Don't tell Timmy his sword is made out of a cannon. He will. He doesn't deserve it. Tell you what, if he hops on, we'll let him know where the sword came from. I'm like, hey, where'd your sword come from? I don't know. I don't know, Timmy. Somewhere. Not really sure. But it's a motherfucking cannon. Oh my god, you Thor. Where'd the cannon go? Damn it. Gotta double check. Show in folder. Did you go straight to... Went straight to downloads. It's probably right in my face and you guys can see it. There it is. I'm going to move it to PC Portraits folder. And I'm also gonna...
Oh, I can't believe that cannon. It's incredible.
I just really hope it doesn't suck when I enlarge it to fit. How big is... Let me see this texture. Oh, a little grainy. Little grainy. It looks so cool, though. Okay. Should I get the biggest one I could get? Hold on. I thought I did. No. Yes. Cannon. Huh, I spelled cannon wrong. Oh, but there's another one. It's good too. Who knew? Haha, they had to blur out these people's faces because they didn't get the rights to the people. Okay. Maybe if you spell cannon correctly, then you get more cannon. You do! What? This is crazy. This is also good. Here's what I'm looking at. Big, long, smooth metal texture that has a continuous light source. So I never would have thought using a cannon to steal sword metal would work, but it's actually kind of perfect. So I'm going to just steal all three and take a look at which one works best. I like that grainy bubbly one, but I don't know that it's going to do what it's got to do for me. Where'd you go, cannon? Cannon, are you a necessary noise? Oh, cannon. Oh, guys, that is sexy. I don't care who you are. Look at that. Let's see this one. Interesting. This is rusty. You know what, though? I've always implied his looks sleek. And given where the sword came from, I should not do that one. Because build your sandbox right. It answers all your questions, kids. Oh, Bubble Cannon, you are pretty nice. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Why not? Maybe it's so huge, it won't matter. So... I can't tell if my wife is animatedly telling the boys something or if she's in a heated argument with them. Sometimes those sound the same. It's the tone she takes when she's either excitedly explaining something or she's trying to win a logical argument and prove a point. And that's what I just heard. We're having a lot of those nowadays, everybody, as one could imagine. So, got a cannon. Slayer via copy. Let's drag it up and see how big it is. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Ah, it's tiny. Strike one. Strike one, Bubble Cannon. Let's flip. Kind of blue and sleek. Could be good. Could be good. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on Bubble Cannon. Bubble Cannon's got a shot.
It's got a shot at the title, Rock.
That's the voice that Jeff's got to work on for... oh, I already forgot his name. Somebody help me out. What's the name of... what's the name of Clashius's little minion? I don't even remember. Did I write it down? I bet I wrote it down in my notes. Hold on. Let me check my notes. Dylan. Dylan King.
I wrote it down in my notes.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm torn. I can't choose. I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. Okay. Back into sources with you both, and we're going to clone you. Sorry, didn't ask your permissions. Put the source folder away. Clones, you're going to the top of the pile. You'll go in front of shield straps. Now I'm going to manipulate you into the shape we need. Let's see here. I'm going to do it with both because I don't know what this is going to turn out to be. I really have no idea. I have to do something kind of funky right now with both. I have to actually turn them vertical. See the box around transform? That's called a bounding box. It is the boundary of the object in question. And my bounding box is a diamond, and I don't want it to be. I need it to be... What secret? Oh! Secret. Okay. Air laser. As you can see, to get the metal for Timmy's sword, I have found cannons. We cannot let Timmy know his swords are made of cannons. He'll get way too fucking excited. And if he wants to know they're made of cannons, he has to come to the show. You people have earned that privilege by staying here through Dibbin, Tonko, and creepy devil twins. And because you're still here, you get to know the truth. But not Timmy. That's okay. I don't care that he's not here. It's my job to make the stuff. It's not my job to judge my friend. We all got lives. Timmy, I believe Timmy's still doing all kinds of little consultant work. Unless I am mistaken, I believe Tim still is a property appraiser for corporate businesses in the city. So it's a tricky gig, I'm sure, and I'm sure he's still having to work from home. But that said, I'm not going to be here. Don't get to know. I am clone stamping out these elements because I want consistently the same metal. That is pretty fucking cool. Okay. So here we go. See, now my bounding box is a rectangle, which means I can do this, which I'm about to do for the sword. Guys, get it? You get it? You get it? Now it's sword thickness. Ha ha. Genius. I don't know. It's pretty cool right here. I'm going to go the whole length of blade, and I can use warp for the rest of it. I can stretch it out a little bit. Now, let's bring the opacity down so we can see through it, so we can see our business. Interesting. The shines are only appearing at certain points. So now I'm going to do some super careful warping. Pan's favorite. So I'm going to pull out this end so at least this whole edge is covered. And I'm going to take the shine out on this side because I got to do the shine myself because it's changed. It's changed its, not dimension, but there are flats facing light that the whole flat. Well, actually, I take it all back. Take it all back, take it all back, take it all back. I take it all back just to have you. Well, my life is real great, feeling well on my way. Dreams coming through and I'm getting to do it. Sorry, I love that song. Great song. I get earworms real bad. I don't know if that happens to Cam, but that's like my life. I posted in Discord the song that's been in my head for literally a month. It's that one by Hawken, Cockroach King. Oh, I love that song. I love it too much. It is unhealthy how much I love that song. Okay. Want some of this shine to come through so when I do the cut, it looks nice. Okay, that's good for now. Let's take a look into liquefying it so it covers the hilt. We're gonna do a lot of hilt work here. Let's take a look at this. Hilt, pommel, all that stuff. Let's be specific about what we want here. We want illustration. Oh, gross. Oh, hey, everybody. Remember when I talked about, is Brick still here? Yeah, she is. Hey, Bricks, remember that night with the house? That's one of them. That is one of them. That's from my house, for sure. It is a super gross quote. That is way too big of a brush. That is way too small of a brush. That is, oh my god. Okay, yeah. What do I even want? That'll do. So bring this in, pull this out. I really feel like I gotta pull. You know what? No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this up. No, I'm gonna do something else entirely. And now for something completely different, kids. I'm gonna inflate. I'm gonna bloat this. Bloat enlarges an area. And the rate, you want to keep the rate nice and slow. Come on, stop, don't warp. No. Okay, I'm going to pull you down here. I'm trying to get this white out of here. It's all going to be stretched. I'm going to be super upset about it. And all I'm trying to do is move it. Cam, don't you love it when the software doesn't do exactly what you told it to do in your mind, but didn't actually get it to do in real life? This is going to look like dog shit. Yuck. Okay. Oh, I'm scared. I'm like scared. Okay. Okay. Let's do some fun stuff. Smaller brush. Okay. Gonna curve up a little bit. Make it look like it's barbed. Look at that. That is sweet. Oh, I like that I did already. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull up like a wave, kind of. Press in, and then press in from the other side. Trying to make it look like the shine hits like a barbed edge. That will look nice. Is it up his ass? Yeah, I guess it is. All right. Points for you. All right. Here we go. Okay. Warping time. So now I'm going to make the cannon layer go, and now we trace out the whole damn sword, which I don't think we ever did. So theoretically, this is the last tracing till we get to like all the crazy skin tone stuff. Because I traced the eyes. I don't think I did the eyes separate yet. We're almost 4 minutes to a stop. Oh my god. We gotta stop, y'all. You guys gotta wait. You have to wait on the sword. Look at that. So, we'll do sword reveal next time. I'm going to work on more tattoos. So, time to close out the show with some talkie time. Isn't that right, Fulcrum? Hey, everybody. Hi. So, come on back Monday for our next show, Wisdom Check, where we're going to be interviewing George Jaros about board games. And on Tuesday nights, we have Bardic Knowledge with Cam. And check out the rest of the stream team, Hero Approved. Special shout out to our mod of the Century Air Laser. And everybody, please look at the artwork of David Lee Pancake. It's been posted in the chat. He does amazing things, and he's having a tough time because you can't work as an artist at conventions if there are no conventions. So please check it out. It would be appreciated. He has a Patreon if all you want to do is check out his stuff, and you get discounts and layaways, and it's all in the links. If you haven't joined our Discord, please do. We're a fun group, and we're quite chatty. And if you check the Discord, you can feel like one of the family. Yeah. And for now, last but not least. Oh, no, not last. Ha ha! Second to last, the penultimate, is next Wednesday is Pathfinder 2, where Levi actually gets to play. Weird. And then, not today or tonight, obviously, but next Saturday is the next Everstorm, where we dig deeper into the mystery of the Skeezer clones. So, next Dm2Art will likely be Tuesday. Check Discord for announcements. And with that, thanks for coming by, everybody. I'm Balrin, and it's been... No, I'm not. I say that all the time. I'm Fulcrum, and I secretly wish I was Balrin. And that's about it. Thanks for coming by. Have a lovely Easter weekend.